Camp Commanders is sponsored by the AAA Commanders MVP membership.
All right, so we're just a few weeks away, and there are still some lingering questions about the Commanders' wide receivers. But with the addition of Stephon Diggs, the younger wideouts have another veteran to learn from. Melissa Kim talked to Jalen Lane, that is, about the chemistry that's building in the wide receiver room.
Well, Jalen Lane may not be a rookie anymore, but he's still soaking up every piece of knowledge from veterans in the wide receiver room and putting all of that out on the field.
I belong.
Jalen Lane says that's the biggest lesson he took away from year one on the Commanders.
I think, if you start doubting yourself and things like that, it only goes downhill from there. So just knowing that you belong, knowing that you can play with, I was shell-shocked coming in playing with guys like Terry, but just having him breathe life into me for a whole year has been really cool.
The wide receiver room adding even more guys with experience, with 11-year veteran Stephon Diggs joining the team 2 weeks ago. And Jalen is definitely taking advantage.
He's a technician, but it's like he's got his own swag and own style about it. I'm just going to continue to try to soak in everything and learn from him. I'm asking him questions, as many as questions I got.
And head coach Dan Quinn has noticed.
Liked what I saw, with some of the guys in the opening game, like Jay Lane was somebody that in the first game I thought had some nice catches, some nice movement.
Jalen with 3 catches for 31 yards against the Dolphins last week. He calls his speed his biggest asset. Jalen ran a 4.34 40 at the combine and built on that in the offseason.
Used a lot of resistance work to strengthen the quads and things like that, and just working the speed muscles. I'm not a speed technician or a speed guy, whatever you call them, but just things that help me. Hill work. A lot of hill work.
Jalen hoping those hard days running up the hills will pay off.
I'm just trying to continue to showcase my speed, man. I think my speed can be a really big asset to the team and to help me get open on routes.
Head coach Dan Quinn says that we will see some of the starters play against the Lions in Detroit on Saturday. But will we see Jaden Daniels? That has yet to be determined. But according to Jalen Lane, JD5 has definitely taken that next step this offseason, and he's excited to see it. With the Commanders in Ashburn, I'm Melissa Kim, WUSA 9.
And don't forget, we are your home for this weekend's preseason game against the Detroit Lions. You can watch it on air and streaming on our free WUSA 9 app. Kickoff set for 12 o'clock on Saturday. And starting Sunday, September 13th, you can see the newest member of the WUSA 9 family, Kyle Arrington. He'll join sports anchor Marshall Kramsky for Commanders Kickoff. That's Sunday mornings at 11:30 a.m. right here on WUSA 9.